Hey, it's good to see you. This is Nanette, and thank you so much for coming to the workshop. If you're getting this because you signed up but didn't come, I hope this gives you just some of the information, and I will attach the handout as well. So I might rush this a little bit because I want you to be able to do it in a short period of time so you can practice it. And then hopefully we'll get some classes going that you'll have that individual attention to so many of the wonderful principles. The first one is the breath. And the most effective stress management tool. So in closed position, your feet together as much as possible, just putting your hands on your lower belly. And that is, again, that dantian, our center of gravity, where we move from. And just letting yourself, that golden cord, stand as tall as you comfortably can, but you're rooted. And 3, comfortably slow abdominal breaths. I don't have music. I get busted by YouTube for copyright, so you can throw on some music. And then as we go into open step or Tai Chi stance, doesn't matter which foot, but remembering that transfer weight, pour the weight like water into the supporting leg. And when this is empty, then take your step. And this is 50-50. And we'll start with some sinking of the chi. So the elbows are relaxed, they're not chicken winged. Rising and just sinking, relaxing the knees, the ankles, the hips. And then from here, delicate lady hands so that the work comes from our strong muscles and the energy conveyed. This is the pushing. Sorry, we're just doing almost like tracing a waterfall. And this is called preparation or opening the door. And then stepping out into horse stance so that you're not bowing in, you're really strong in your feet, and our fingertips are going to look at each other and spiral away. I'm doing a little bit of a hinge, putting my bum on a stool. I'm not collapsing. And this is called holding up the sky. Going deep is not important. Lengthening, and then bringing the hands into our 5 bows, the arms, the legs, and the softness in the shoulders, not rigid. This is called hugging a tree. Relax those shoulders, and then slowly release. And then from here, hands to your heart. One hand is going to press down, the other up, and we can look up. And this is called connecting the earth and sky. So this is QiQong, the separate movements that we do several times. You can always stop the video. And maybe on this next one, adding a little bit of a lateral stretch, opening up those ribs, making sure the breath is paramount. And just one more each way. And then from here, we're going to catch the moon on our right hip, spin it, catch the moon on our left hip. So my elbows down, I'm catching it, and now I can start transferring weight. So that weight shift side to side. And then coming into a half step, again, emptying all the weight onto your right supporting leg. I'm going to spin the moon and go heel ball toe into bow step or corner step. And this one was called push. Relaxing, pushing the mountain, starting at the base. And I'm in the frame of my body. I'm not out here. And then I'll step back, I'll brush a canvas. Bringing all the weight here, so now I can step back, brush a canvas, almost like calligraphy. And then we'll step to your right corner. This time we're gonna pierce clouds, so the hands face each other, spiral away, almost like you're swimming, gliding, moving back, moving forward. And then as the hands counterpose the weight forward, so now you can step back and release. And tall grass in the breeze, relaxing. So we've done a half step, a bow or lunge to our corners. We're gonna catch the moon and step to the wall. And this is called an L step. And we're gonna let the moon orbit the sun. And again, I'm keeping it in the frame of my body. I'm not out here. And then I'm going to go the other way. And just make it smooth and very relaxed. We're relaxed throughout all the movement. And then open. My foot's just going to go parallel. I'll catch it on this side, pivot. So we're opening up that hip, relax the shoulders. And this can be stirring up the chi, it's sometimes called, but the moon orbiting the sun. And then we'll go the other way. Find that breath. And then letting yourself relax, come back, roll those shoulders back and down. And as we hinge, peace signs, push the hips back. The knees are not falling forward. It's a gentle hinge, pebble in the pond. So I'm not out here. I'm always solid and grounded, but not rigid or brittle. And then closed stance. We'll sink the chi one more time. We'll do it 3 times. And if you find this isn't safe for you, step out. Wider base of support is fine. And then just letting the hands drift. I'm just going to turn my chi. And the dragon. So where you feel grounded, softness in the knee, feeling the full of your foot, one arm pushes back, the other comes across. And this is called stretching the wings of your dragon. And then the hand is going to sweep slowly. Dragon swings the tail, feel the air. And it's just, there's just enough effort, but it's not pushing or striving or struggling. And then the hands are going to come up, hands together. I'm not turning, and this is swimming, making it very smooth. The 3 treasures that I have: the treasure of my mind, the treasure of my breath, and the treasure of my body. You might hear naughty dogs barking. And one more time, make it very smooth and relaxing. This is, we're doing effort, but our body is digging this smooth flow. And then we're gonna stretch our wings as we, or stretch our tail as we push, bring it to your heart, push. And then that leg is going to stretch, Broadway leg. So I'm not leaning, I'm stretching out of the hip, giving it some space, maybe forward, gliding, back, take your time, make it fit you. And then this one's a challenge, a little curtsy. Oh, see, I'm a beginner too. So I might just dust off, try it again. I have taught a few classes today. So I'm always being kind and giving myself some slack. And this is knocking on the door of life. I make a light fist and pivot. I want you picking up and letting that hip move in its socket. It's kind of stiff all day like this. Let it out to play. Then we're going to sharpen our claws as we move the wrists. This is that frolicking animals. And then our tiger claw, our tiger squat as we scratch down halfway. Relax. Elbows relax. We're not here. Keep those shoulders down. Scratch. Relax. One more time. Scratch. And then the hands are going to come to the heart. We're making that claw and clawing the front and back as we rotate. So letting your nose, your sternum, and your pubic bone, that the head's not wrenching back. They kind of keep a column. And the shoulders over the hip. Those are the 3 columns. And breathe. And then our second animal, there's lots of animals, but I just picked 2. And this is the crane. So I'm just in that pond, kind of cleaning my feathers. Just cleaning those feathers and touching down. So the weight goes into my left leg as my right toe's down. And remember, you can toe like you're putting your toe in a pond or just lift the heel. That's weight transfer. I can pick up my knees, maybe spread the wings a little more, farther away from your center of gravity. And make that landing, feel the landing. Knee up, breathe for me. Make your landing. Feel the foot catch the ground. Beautiful. I love the crane. Roll those shoulders. And then the nails are going to admire each other. You show off your manicure. And this is called silk reeling. There's so many different separate poses, the QiQong, but we keep moving. We keep moving. And then bringing the palm on palm, we're going to toss away, bring it down the midline, spirit, mind, and body. And this is called centering, just kind of bringing them all together, getting in the best place within ourselves. Calming breath. And here's your last one. And then closing, letting your hands on your dantian, maybe closing your eyes for a second. You might feel a little bit of movement, feeling the breath in the front and back body, the sides, and just starting to really emphasize those full, delicious breaths. And then the hands come to the heart, taking a moment to be grateful that you took some time for yourself, just a little break. It's better to maybe do a little bit every day, kind of as a reset, than being a weekend warrior. That we really need time to kind of, after those busy days, driving down 270, Andrea, coming home and just taking some time. Being grateful, as I was grateful to spend time with you. Thank you. So I will send you an email when we have some more information on some classes, and then I'll leave it to you. Thanks so much and have a wonderful day. Be well.